Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will put toe to leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Got his man on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive...
And the quarterback will take a sack back... 6.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Stands in and takes the hit. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finding open areas. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up and he's headed the other way.
Great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown Tide. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the 1st quarter with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
On the move, fires. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on him. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage.
Touchdown, Oregon! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Red pass, it's complete. Got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. He's in there for the deuce, and they extend the lead to 10. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore will throw. Extending the play. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hughes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. The run from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Pulls it in. It's Williams. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Handoff from the gun. Man, the defender missed. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
To the ground. He's got it again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The pitch to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Holds and fires complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Using the quick game. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On first down from their own 22. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bryant. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll send out the field goal unit to try to take the lead here before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready. Quarterback, then you're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Moore will throw. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Moore to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. He's looking to throw. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
He's going to take off inside the 25. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football. And stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy is dangerous with his legs.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner is stopped.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball in.
Moore will throw. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
They'll try the run. Fights off a defender. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the snap, it's Hughes. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Back to the ground game on the left. He has the first and still on his feet.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Right back to the well. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore to the air, moving away from pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose. Third down is coming. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Quick strike complete.
And I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Moore will throw. Now adjusting. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Pulls it in. It's Horton. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Pulls and fired complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. The throw. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Moore to the air. Oh, they're after him. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Ducks decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On the run, fires downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Moore will throw. Steps away to find some room. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time. Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge, and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. For the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart. How fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see,
turning it on! How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Johnson wants to throw it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The give is to Miller. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Touch pass on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as... He got it.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The short hands. It's Williams. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting him on the ground. Now forcing the 4th down, decision time.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Finds man on the right. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. There he got some room after the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it!
You'll be brought down quickly. That's always the risk when you bring it out of the end zone. Do you make it to the 25 or not? This case, not. First play of the period, first down here. A quick pass to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruit at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Paul. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Inside the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Dropping back, it's Russell. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A long way to go on 4th and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Russell. Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Tigers heading quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the 1st down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Dances away to buy time. He'll pull it down. Turns it on at midfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Just enough time for one final play of the half. on first down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. This third quarter, one possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready.
Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bama!
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead. You're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside. But I'm kicking an onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset, and it's rewarded.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Now he's going to break the pocket. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And listen, obviously, in this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Using his legs, it's Durham.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The short hands, it's Hill. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. Makes one man miss. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Turning it on. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They take the lead with the 6. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football. Make sure you get them on the ground.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Alabama pushing the tempo. He might want another play. To throw, it's Russell. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Miller. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to make... There he goes! He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. Touchdown tie! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
Up by one. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the tight end. He will be stopped short. They can't get the two-point conversion, and they're still up by one here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tiger! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. He's looking to pass. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the two, and the lead stays at 5. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Miller. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
On the run, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic because of those timeouts.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Plays like that are the type of plays that win you games. Bottom line, here we are, it's late. It's a close game. It's a huge third down, and somebody's got to step up and make a play.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Russell. Flushed out of the pocket. Here's a throw downfield late. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback extends the play. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught close to the marker. It's Miller. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
All right, offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can step up in this moment, find a way to get the ball into the end zone and win you this game?
This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to hold on. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown, Alabama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And what a job by the offense coming up with the...
Ncaa, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. tough way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Not much drives nor anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. What we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is on.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting them. There's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch.
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And I'll tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. The offense changing the play. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw it. Now rolling to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Buying some time as he moves left. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Knocked down the knob before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and you know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Got his man on the right. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He's moving out of the pocket. Turning it on! How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Alabama quickly back to the line. With jet sweep pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front. At that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost to you.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Calls his own number. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Also on the play. Brings up third and goal.
This defense has said you are not running it in. They've stuffed 2 straight runs, and now it's third and goal. Floating away. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Crosses midfield. The 30. At the 20.
What an outstanding job by that guy. Ball's on the ground. He finds it. He scoops it up, and he's not thinking, hey, I'm just going to go down. I'm going to go out of bounds. I'm trying to score. He's got a convoy. He's got people trying to help block for him. He ended up getting tackled, but not before going all the way to the other side of the field and now setting his offense up in great real estate.
And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneaks into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board.
Set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Russell. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback adapting. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's first and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate, and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Ncaa. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They want to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick. They get it, and they maintain with...
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
The give on the inside. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for space. It's Peoples. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the 1. And he takes a knee. If that's an option, it's a bad one. And now on second down for this offense. And down to a knee? I guess that's one option. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Well, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it and took a knee. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. And they'll take a knee. Well, this defense has made a couple of big plays, and now they'll try to stand tall on 3rd and goal. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
37, Alabama, 0.
Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
There he goes. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Past the first down marker and still running. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Release to the back. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air. It's Ncaa. He's got his man across the middle. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Buckeyes are on the move.
And that's good enough.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense in press coverage. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation.
And how fitting. This offense gets to end this ball game. They've done a great job scoring tons of points, getting in a good rhythm. Now, just take the sweet knee, watch the clock tick down to 0.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. The toss sweep to the right. They'll be denied. That would never had a chance at all, and the defense gets the turnover on downs. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. To get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Bunch formation for these receivers. The corners are walked up tight. They'll give it to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll run it again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of... get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some run. Get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. To the air, it's Carr. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Gets loose in the middle. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Miller. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Quick pass on the fly motion. Shakes off the defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Got it looking for a first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So this can certainly open things up a little bit.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. After the run, now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Miller. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
That really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. You know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. So now it's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Miller. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if we can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Makes the grab. It's Young. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the first down. Looking for more.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. He wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Big fella moving. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead. But the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Russell. Using his feet to buy time. A strike downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires on the move. Working on the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Alabama pushing the tempo. Touch pass on the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. A lot of urgency for this offense. Miller with the ball. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Dropping back, it's Russell. Might be looking to run. And wings it incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pauly. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He'll toss it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. Quarterback's got the first. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Bernard. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Trying play action. Rush is on him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Still a lot of time to go here in the 3rd quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but it's a fumble. Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Crosses the 30, he's got away. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Got his man downfield. They make to stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Looking to throw again. Fires left. He's got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense in a split backfield. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He makes a catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Pressure coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown tie.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for the 2-point try.
Gringo! Flex! Set! Ready!
Dropping back, it's Carr. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Bernard. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The offense changing the play. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Gets rid of it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment, in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive.
This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the two-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics.
Looking to throw. That pass is incomplete. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here come the Irish back on offense. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Running to Green. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Across the 25, he's got room. Lowers those pads, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Looking left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big... But yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard. What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it, and the offense should be able to run out the clock. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Every day they're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Makes the grab. It's Williams. At the 20, he's got space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. Alabama quickly back to the line. He wants it all. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. From the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Buying some time as he moves left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If you go for 2 right here, you better get it, or else you're going to be chasing points the rest of the day. Trying to barge their way in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Right on the money. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The offense in hurry-up mode. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. And the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and then keep the drive alive.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out and move.
Turning it on! Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Sooners are flying down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Got a little space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the 1st quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just